كل ما يأمرنا به شرعنا سنقوم به.
So we're at a hospital in the capital of Yemen, right next to the Ministry of Defence, where Al-Qaeda launched a huge attack that actually went spectacularly wrong and killed civilians, which is not something Al-Qaeda in Yemen had done before.
The barely reported attack in the capital city of Yemen was typical of Al-Qaeda's current tactics. Just like the attacks on the Taj Hotel in Mumbai and the Westgate Mall in Nairobi, a handful of gunmen heavily armed and willing to die wrought havoc for almost 2 days. But in Yemen, the tactic badly backfired.
To the main gate, where it started. They came on foot, first of all. They attacked the military police who were here. They were able to kill 5 immediately because they came in military uniforms. So they were really surprised when these people started shooting at them. And 3 of them were killed here from the attackers.
3 of the attackers were killed here?
Yes.
But given what you know now, you don't think the hospital was the target, it was the Ministry of Defence?
First assumption, everybody would think it's the ministry. But they did not go inside the ministry, although they could. The horror which they did in the hospital makes me really believe the hospital was the target.
Dressed as government soldiers, the attackers walked around the hospital, casually killing at least 52 innocent staff and patients.
And everybody knows that's a hospital.
Come on, they saw doctors and nurses in white, and they saw patients, and they were killing everybody inside it. Any door which was open, they went in and shot people. These are the guys who were here.
So these are the soldiers that were killed here?
If you kill the people here, you have control of the gate.
Once they'd killed the security guards at the gate, the attackers drove a huge truck bomb into the compound, which housed the Ministry of Defence, but also the hospital.
This armored vehicle was stationed here.
That's a pretty powerful vehicle.
On that day, this vehicle did not start. That's something maybe I'm not supposed to say, but I'll say it anyway. They started every day, and they make a turn with it.
Right.
Just to make
but
sure.
That day it didn't start? No. And what, you think that's suspicious?
I don't know.
So once you've driven in through this gate, the only way to go is
this way.
Straight towards the hospital?
Yes. And the back of it was full with TNT or whatever.
Yeah.
Because the car, you can see it on the camera footage, the car was really heavy and it was really down. It stopped for like less than a second. Not even a second. It exploded. All this went down, the whole roof went down. This is now reconstructed already.
We was here with my colleague in same room. We hiding beside the scene. Really, we don't know what's going on. When we go out, everything was in fire, everything destroyed. Horrible.
Yeah. There was a big hole there. You see where the area turns black? It was like 1.5 meters deep, or 2 meters, and the width was the whole area.
But to create a crater in this, that was a big blast.
Yes, it was.
One driver?
One driver. Parts of the brain of this terrorist were on the roof of this building, half of his brain. And his ears were found there.
And he was inside this car?
No. This is his car.
So that was just completely blown to bits?
1/4 of this car flew over this building to the other side, about 150 meters. There is still a foot there.
What's this?
Yeah, lots of foot.
Ah. And usually after an attack, Al-Qaeda would put out a statement claiming responsibility, but this attack was different.
They made a statement later on, which they said they take responsibility and that they are sorry. There was a big mistake that one of their guys went loose.
اللهم إنا نبرأ إليك مما صنع أخونا فلم نأمره بذلك ولم نرضى عما قام به بل أساءنا وآلمنا.
It seems very strange for Al-Qaeda to apologize.
That's the first time. I think maybe because of the horrific images, the Yemeni public, some of them maybe were having some sympathy for their cause. They lost it.
And do you think they would have apologised if there wouldn't have been the CCTV footage?
No. I was against showing that footage at that night. The relatives should have given time to come to peace with what happened.
But it did force
It
the
did,
apology.
it did help a lot. Physically, I don't eat as I used to do. I don't sleep as I used to do. I don't want to come to work, but I do come to work. I feel regret for the people. Most of the staff here, I would say 60 or 70%, I chose them personally. And I feel sorry that maybe it was a mistake that I chose them. If I didn't choose them, maybe they will be alive today. Really, there was a nice teamwork here. It's like a family thing. It was good.
We heard some fire outside in the gate. And then suddenly one soldier came from us. He received one gunshot from abdomen. We put him in the bed. After we put him in the bed, it suddenly exploded. We become drowned from the ground. I saw one guy wearing a uniform of the soldiers. When I asked him for help, he suddenly aimed the gun to us and start one fire.
This is the bathroom?
Yeah, and this is the bathroom. I am here, and the shot came from here. And then the three females run inside, and I go from here.
And they all survived? Or?
No, I just scroll and I put myself inside from this table.
And he's standing just 2 or 3
Yeah,
feet away from you?
from here. Just to search me where I run. And then I think he didn't saw me from the table, so that he come back from the bathroom.
And you knew your friends were inside the bathroom?
Yeah.
And he walked in?
And he walked inside and started to fire. And the last shout for them is, I said, oh my God.
One of the attackers who came in here, he tried to go into the operation theater through this door. He found a locked door, and 2 doctors opened this door. They wanted to know what's going on here, and he saw them. So he shot one of them, killed him, and followed the other inside. And inside the operation theater, he killed another 6. Dr. Jamila was here telling him, I'm a surgeon, what are you guys doing? And he just coldly just shot at her with his machine gun. And he killed 4 in this room. It's a bit dark, I'm sorry. You can still some of the stains of blood, you can still see it, but there is no light.
Yeah.
They were stuck here. And one of the guys who were talking to you downstairs, he hid here with another nurse who they already left the Philippines.
The guy we spoke to downstairs, twice, he was a few feet away from the attacker, and he survived.
He's very lucky.
Yeah.
Extremely lucky.
If that day is your day, you will die. I decided to stay just because of my family. But my wife and my child, they just before yesterday, they go to Philippines.
So you decided to stay just so you could keep on earning a salary?
Yeah.
So,
Just for my family. That is what I can say.
and how has this affected you personally?
Every day I'm just wandering, looking for them. I hope that they will come back, but
You mean you hope your colleagues who were killed
Yeah.
will come back? So it's still difficult to
yeah.
accept it?
Yeah.
It really happened?
every day I'm just going to my bed, I'm just still looking in their face, imaginations.
I was here, and the patient was here, Sarah from German, and his girlfriends. As they started shooting outside the hospital, start our windows come broken. In 1 second, I told them come to the CT scan room because I know the room is more protected.
There has been a problem with Al-Qaeda in Yemen for some time, but did you ever think it could affect you while you were at work?
You cannot understand why. This is hospital. We treated old people, we treated soldiers, we treated everywhere, even from Al-Qaeda. When they have one patient, we will treat him. We are doctors.
Yeah. Uniquely, they apologized afterwards.
It's help not. Or sorry, you killed 57 people and you destroyed the life for a lot of for our family. And it's not easy to say, I'm sorry, I will give you money or something else. I can be lost in my life. And I have some patients, till now, they are really in shock.
And do you think it's possible to fully recover?
I mean, as person, I will cover it. I think I'm a doctor. I go and I do what I have to do.
And because you were able to save some patients,
I want to save,
helps.
yes, they are my patients, and I have to save them. I thought about them more than me.
So although this was a horrific attack, I'm walking past the bomber's severed, charred foot as I say this, there's some hope that it could be a turning point, because up until this day, Al-Qaeda had made it a policy not to attack civilians in Yemen. The fact they did so indiscriminately meant that even their supporters turned against them. So this could be the first attack of its kind here, but maybe it could also be the last.